due diligence.
Let me check real quick on the Twitch.
'Cause, we're professionals out here.
Well, we try to be. We try to be. Yeah, yo. All right,
Yep,
we're good
we're
on
up on.
Twitch.
Yep, we are up on YouTube, sir.
All right, we're good on Twitch. We're good on Twitch. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Normally you hear Noifoy do this shit, but Noifoy, he not here. Um, he not here. So, as always, welcome to the Royal Side of the Trenches. We got our early start time again. Um, but um, this will be the last early start time until further notice because tomorrow, well, no, not tomorrow. Wednesday, I go back to work. So next Monday, we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming at fucking midnight. But um, that's neither here or there. It's your boy E, and I'm here with the homie Phantom from
Yo,
the
what's good?
SmackDown trenches.
Don't worry, it's not a takeover. I promise.
It's not a takeover. It was supposed to be a, a group collaboration because we all agreed on that we were all four of us was gonna do this, both the Raw and SmackDown after Mania. But OC had a busy day and he kind of forgot we are supposed to be doing this shit. But that's neither here or there. But OC had a busy day and he wasn't able to watch Raw. Even though I think OC, I did text OC. He told me that he was gonna be here. I don't know when he's gonna get here, but we'll see. And then Noifoy had an emergency of some sort, so he can't be here. So right now, you guys got the two most professionals in this damn thing, and it's me and Phantom.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
So, anyway, Phantom, how you been, brother?
Hey, listen, bro. WrestleMania just happened this weekend. I
Hmm
almost drop kicked somebody at work. It's just how it went down, bro. It's all right. It's all right. We good. I can't complain. I'm just waiting for Jesus to open the door so I can get another job. But that's neither here nor there. But it's
Hey,
good.
hey, listen, man, it'd be like that, bro. It'd be like that.
Yeah, these character
It'd be
models
like
got
that.
ass. But yeah, I know. It's all right, though. But how you doing, bro? How you doing?
Oh man, same old, same old. Just trying to enjoy the last 2 days of my vacation. Well, technically, well, last day and a half really, because it's almost midnight. We're about to hit Tuesday. I go back to work on Wednesday, so I'm just trying to enjoy the last little life of my vacation before I gotta go back to work and continue the hustle.
I felt that.
Um, but yeah, man, same old, man. I spent the whole day watching anime today, really.
Word, word.
Well, first, I don't know if you heard of it or not, but I watched this movie, Extraction 2
Nah, I ain't heard about
on
that one.
Netflix with what's
Oh,
his
wait,
name,
maybe.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, yeah. Actually, I did. I did.
Yeah, so I finished that. I started it like late last night, like I think like maybe 3 in the morning. I started that shit, and I got through a good amount of it. Then I ended up going to sleep because it was too damn late, and then I finished it today. A pretty good movie, pretty good movie. I think the third one, I think they announced like a third one's supposed to come out, like Extraction 3 is supposed to come out like next year or whatever. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, pretty good movie, some solid action. Um, I'm about to get into the John Wick stuff because I never really got
Okay.
to those.
Oof.
And
Those are some good movies. I can't even lie.
yeah, I've heard. I never watched any of them until now
I gotta
because
watch the
of
spinoff. I haven't watched Ballerina.
mm, yeah, because I blame this on Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins was coming out here dressed like John Wick. So, well today he didn't. Tonight he didn't. But other weeks ago he was coming out with this long ass black trench coat and the freaking all black like formal outfit with a tie on and shit, looking like
and this
John Wick.
and this week he decided to come out with a normal hoodie and some sweatpants like a normal crackhead. Like it's crazy.
Facts. Um. So yeah, I want to get into that. Yeah, I spent the whole day watching Gintama before Raw started.
Okay, all right. I started
Yeah,
watching
trying
a
to
new
figure.
anime too. It's called I Parry Everything.
I've heard about it. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that,
That nigga got on my nerves for 3 seconds.
bruh.
It's because he's like,
Yeah,
it's like one of those. Oh, he's a country bumpkin. And he don't really know too much. Like this thing just has like horrible luck. Like first episode, his mom died.
bruh.
It's like she was just sick. Mom died. Dad already died. Man grew up, tried to go like he wanted to be. All he wanted to do was be an adventurer. You know the most basic shit you could be in anime. And this nigga went to every school and couldn't learn nothing.
Fucking horrible.
Yo, then that nigga left, went back to the guild. They was like, yeah, nah, we can't let you in here. That nigga trained for 14 years with the few, like the tiny skills that nigga got, and made that nigga OP.
Bruh.
I was like, all right, whatever, that don't work, but let's go with that.
Yeah, I've been watching Gene Time. It's not really new. I've been watching it for like a while because I mean it's 369 episodes.
Listen, bro, it's all right.
I just got to episode 297, so I'm getting there.
Okay, all right.
And then after that, I got like, bro, I mean, if I could look at it right now real quick, I got like a long ass list of animes that I'm gonna watch. Like it's like a very long list.
Nah, I felt that.
I just kept on finding shit, and I just kept on like saving it on my phone. So whenever I finish Gene Time, I'm just gonna like, just start watching it. Yeah, I'm looking at the list right now. I think I have like about at least about 50 animes like on this list
Bruh,
that I'm gonna watch. Yeah, like it's a bunch, but I'll get there.
I know. See, I got the same problem most people got. I be going back to the old animes that I already watched like 8 times.
For some reason, I can never do that. Like no, I'm not saying I can never do that. Like I have rewatched like certain animes that I liked. Like I've rewatched like Yu Yu Hakusho like about 50 times.
Your facts.
Like Dragon Ball Z I've rewatched it, and certain animes I've rewatched. But like most of the time, like when I finish watching the anime, like I never go back to rewatch it. I just move on to the next one. Like not now. Like I said, like if it's an anime that I really liked, that I really enjoyed, and I thought it was great, like yeah, like I'll go back and rewatch it whenever I can. But other than that, like once I finish one, I just move on to the next.
No, see, the thing with me is the reason why that happens to me is just like some days, like after work or something, I'm like, I don't want to watch an anime, but I don't want to use too much brain power to read. So I just put on something that I already know, so I could just listen to it and not have to try.
Bruh.
Hey, it's the honest truth, brother.
I got you, bro. I got you, bro. Let's get on to the show.
Yes, sir.
How you feel about Raw, man? How'd you feel about it?
Y'all listen. That Raw was cooking the most of SmackDown all of 2025, bro.
Bro, I feel bad for y'all. I'm from
Man,
Brooklyn.
listen, bro. It's all right. Hopefully, with these new additions that are popping up, since it's the Raw and SmackDown after Mania, hopefully things will get better. Because we may get some new call ups. You never know. We're gonna see.
Yeah, it was good seeing Ethan Page. We'll get to that
Yeah,
later, but yeah,
I
Ethan.
kind of wish he was on SmackDown, but it's okay.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Yeah, I said the same thing. I
But
said the exact same thing.
honestly, like we
Cause
kind of need more faces than heels. Honestly,
I feel like I feel like you need a good amount of heels.
I mean, the biggest one is obviously Drew, but then you
Far as
got
giving a
like
good game, you got Drew, you got Randy,
yeah, Randy now.
Alistair Black,
Yeah,
the MFTs, but I mean they suck.
yes,
Um,
very true. Um,
who else? There's Kit Wilson and the Miz, but no one cares about them.
hell
Um,
no.
there's, I mean, the Motor City Machine Guns was teasing like some kind of heel turn, but I don't know where they're going with that. Um, who else is a heel on SmackDown? I mean, as far as the woman, there's Julia, Nia
Yeah,
Jax slash
or
Legend,
Kiana. Yep.
Kiana, Chelsea Green, and Piper Niven. I mean, Piper Niven is still out, but Alba Fire.
Yep.
Um, I think that's about it that I can remember.
No, that's facts. No, I'm just saying, like, they, we need a little bit of everything on
Well,
SmackDown.
Selena Vega, because she's with Alistair.
Should have count. Nobody cares about her.
Right. There's there's Los Garza.
That's true. Like I don't know. I feel like y'all are getting all the people that could help SmackDown.
100%. 100%.
Because the only thing
Hopefully,
we got was Trick. Yeah, that was really kind of it. We kind of just got tricked.
they got Royce Keys.
Yeah, but he didn't come up from NXT though.
No, he didn't, but I mean, he's still a new addition.
No, that's
Hopefully, he
very
should be a
true.
heel.
I mean, he'd be a freaking powerhouse. Like if anybody should take the title from Cody, I'm just saying,
Who
have Royce Keys do it if he's gonna be heel.
um yeah, I could see that. I mean, I could see them. I mean, obviously it's too soon, but they gotta work their way over there. But I could see him, doing that. But right now, a little bit like they got him in this MFT shit, from what it seems like.
Well, I didn't get to see last SmackDown, so I don't know
Good,
what happened.
good, 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 good. You did not miss a thing. You did not miss a thing, bro. The SmackDown before WrestleMania 42 on Friday was 42 pounds of bounce that ass. This
Bruh.
shit was atrocious. Like, it was a fucking horrible show. Like, bro, like, I don't know how I watched the whole thing. Like, I was ready to take it off at one point, especially when I saw Trick Williams and the Gingerbread Man. I was like, what the hell are we doing here?
No, facts. Facts.
But let's get on to the show.
Yes, sir.
First, um, we started with Oba. Oba Femi comes out. Las Vegas is hyped for him. The Raw after Mania. Oba chants. Everyone do the Oba strut,
Yep.
and he stretches his way to the ring. He
That
grabs
suit
a
was clean. I
microphone.
can't even lie.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, he was looking very formal. He was looking very formal. And he grabs a mic and he just says, "The ruler has arrived." And he drops
Yeah.
the mic, and that's it.
So does this mean he's officially on Raw now?
Um, I guess, yeah. I feel like he's another guy SmackDown could have used.
Very much so.
But then again, I mean, Royce Keys has got to SmackDown, so I don't think you want to fill SmackDown with too many big guys. Because it's also Talatanga and shit.
That nigga ain't doing shit.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you don't want to have too many big guys on SmackDown.
But what's the difference between that and Raw though?
I mean, Raw, I mean, there's not much big guys. I mean, all I can think of right now is Gunther.
Bronson Reed.
Oh, yeah, there's Bronson Reed.
You got Gunther, Bronson Reed. Now we can count Oba.
Right.
So I mean, you got some people.
I mean, Rusev. Not really Rusev. Not
That's a
really a
big,
big
that's a
guy.
big motherfucker.
I mean, he is, but he ain't no, like,
He ain't
you know,
like a big show.
right. Like, but he is a big dude, though. But, yeah, I mean, Oba came out there. I mean, what you think about the opening segment?
I mean, I didn't mind it. Like on a personal level, like this is just me, if my feeling. Even though he said the ruler has arrived, I felt like that was kind of generic. That's just me personally. Like
Um,
I'm not saying the segment was bad. I just feel like he could have given us a little bit more.
yeah. I mean, I get where you coming from, but I thought I thought that was perfect because um if obviously if you watch WrestleMania and you saw him beat Brock Lesnar and retire Brock Lesnar,
Quote
there's
unquote.
not much, yeah, quote unquote, retire Brock Lesnar. There's not much for you to say. I think that was the way how I see it is that was the moment of like, all right, like that old phrase of like, let my actions speak louder than my words,
I felt
type
that.
shit,
No, I felt
type
that. But the
shit.
only reason why I said I felt like it was generic is just because he says stuff like that all the time. Like that's why it didn't feel like. At least, like I said, this is just a personal feeling. I'm not saying this segment was bad by any means, but like on a personal level, I would at least give him something more because like he took more time to do his walk down to the ring than it
Right.
took to say that.
No, no, no. I get it. You know, could he have said something? Yeah, he could have. Like, he could have said a little bit more. Yeah, he could have. But I just thought, for me, I thought it was perfect. You know, 'cause that's the way how I looked at it. It's like, you know, this man just retired Brock Lesnar. Like, what else does he really need to say? Like,
Well, because
you know,
here's, well, because here's the thing, right? This is like I said, it's all just how I personally feel about it. Even though he could have still said the same thing, but they could have gave him a promo that gives us a glimpse of what's next.
no, okay, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Because after WrestleMania, it's supposed to be us moving into what's happening for the next year. And all the stuff that happened on the pre-show yesterday could have been said today.
Hmm.
And like when Roman was saying, "Oh, but I don't think you're ready for that. Check me in." That could have been a promo for today.
Or even the post show, or Roman said on the post show.
Yeah, and it
No,
have
yeah, yeah.
and have Oba give some type of rebuttal. Like, if you want to start planting the seeds for that, don't do that shit on a post show. Do that shit on Monday after Raw. You could have had Roman open the show. That's just me. I see. You could have had Roman open the show.
And have Oba come out and confront him.
And, yeah, and then have that
Yeah,
interaction.
yes, I was thinking the exact same thing. I'd
You
like to
know,
kickstart it.
or even if they don't open the show, at some point have them have that interaction tonight.
Yeah, I
Sorry if
agree.
I sound a little muffled. My nose is real stuffy. Allergies beating my ass.
I got you.
But like I said, that's just me. That's just how I feel about it. Because I feel like if you're gonna try to lead to that, you start building the seeds now. If they should have learned their lesson from the last few years. Stop trying to rush these build-ups. Start doing these shits early.
Yeah, I agree with you in that sense. Yeah, because then, like I said, if they want, they can have Oba win King of the Ring.
Yeah,
You know, and have him face Roman and give him the title. You know, or they can have him win the Intercontinental Championship if they want. You know, I
they
wouldn't
could.
mind that neither. You know, it's just right now, like, you know, with Oba beating Brock Lesnar and quote unquote retiring Brock Lesnar. It's like you have to like
Yeah, you gotta
capitalize
follow
on
that
it.
up. Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
you gotta
follow that
follow
up.
that up. Yeah, you gotta follow that up. Yeah, you gotta do something. You know,
Because the thing with the Intercontinental, like, I wouldn't mind Oba winning it, but I think they need to give it to Javon.
I'll take Javon winning too.
Honestly, I think he should have won at WrestleMania, but it is what it is. Have Oba, Trick, and Javon winning their first WrestleManias all at the same time. That would have been lit, but it is what it is.
No, I get it, but the thing is with Javon winning, I just felt that, um, like not that it would have been too early. Like it's just that I just felt that like like what I said about Penta is that Penta was like gunning for that title for a long period of time, and then like I just think it would have been like diabolical to have him lose it like too soon. Like granted, like I said, like if they gave it to Javon, I would have not complained. You know, I
I
would have
know,
been happy
but
with Javon
no,
winning
only
the title.
no. The only reason why I kind of disagree with that is because him and Trick been on the roster for around the same amount of time, and Trick just won the United States title.
Yeah, he did.
So you kind of can't say it'll be too soon because they just did it with Trick.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, yeah, it could have been too soon. Hell, it was kind of too soon to trick for them
I
to
I agree. Like
for
I
that.
think they should have let him take the L on this one, but it is what it is.
And they want to do the double turn and execute it appropriately. Then yes, he should have taken the L. Hell, they could have still done it, but that's neither here or there.
Damn, this is a thick ass match. Nikita Lyons
That's
versus
neither
Lola
here or
Vice.
there. Whole lot of ass.
I agree. But anyway,
Um. So after that, um, we got the Kabuki Warriors in a promo, and Asuka is just like, she will always be Io's senpai, her senior, but Io devoted herself to Rhea and has nothing. Ia's the woman, not Io. What the fuck? Rhea, Rhea is the women's champion, and Io doesn't have a title.
yep.
And Asuka's mad at Io because she tried to corrupt Kyrie. And Kyrie's like, hey, last week I beat you. So this week we're gonna beat you again. And Asuka's like, you know, Rhea, that Rhea and Asuka are gonna. I can't say shit right now. Asuka says that I'm looking at my fucking notes and I can't even fucking read.
Dana Loli. Uh huh.
Asuka says that Rhea and Io will suffer the consequences and that they are not ready for Asuka, even though should have been they're not ready for the Kabuki Warriors. But Asuka, you are a fucking self-conceited piece of shit. So, so we get the match. We get Asuka and Kyrie, the Kabuki Warriors, versus Rhea and Io, and this is good. I mean, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
This isn't the first time these two teams has
Rinse
locked
and
up.
repeat.
Right, rinse and repeat, but it was a solid match nonetheless. You know, um, Rhea and Io take control. Um, the first part of the match, and then usual WWE fashion. They go to commercial after like 90 seconds, so I get 90 seconds of pro wrestling, and then like fucking 5 minutes of commercial. I fucking hate this shit. Um, and then we get back from commercial, and the Kabuki Warriors, they got control of Rhea, and they being down on Rhea and shit like that, and eventually Rhea gets the hot tag to Io. Io's out there doing Io shit, doing the emo drop kicks, everything. Right. And then we get to the end of the match, and Io gotta stop doing the suicide dive, bro. She scared the fuck out of me, bro. So, did you watch it, the suicide dive,
Yeah.
or you saw the match,
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah.
This is the second week. No, I mean not the second week, but this is the second time in a span of like 2 weeks where Io does his suicide dive, and she lands on her fucking head
Yeah.
to the point where I thought, bro, I was legit scared for this woman. Because the thing is, bro, I said this before. The issue with Io's suicide dive is just that it's not a suicide dive; it's a cross body.
Yep.
She turns her body like while she's in air, like it's not like a straight like suicide dive, like the way how like the Usos do it, and Jacob Fatu and Seth Rollins and CM Punk and so on and so on, where they just like they just fly like right towards you. Io
Yep.
turns her body, and she essentially does like a cross body through the ropes, and bro, she's bro, like I cringed, like I thought this woman was hurt. I hope she's fine. Like I thought she
Yeah.
broke her fucking neck.
She'll be looking like Kurt Angle in 2 weeks. Yeah.
Shut up. Like Io scared the fuck out of me. I mean, she looked okay after the match, thank God.
Uh huh.
But she does this ridiculous suicide dive, and then um, Rhea gets the riptide on Kyrie. Io hits the over the moonsault, and Rhea wins the match. And Asuka is just mad as hell on the outside, caring to Kyrie, and then the referee and Rhea are looking after Io because Io almost fucking killed herself on live television.
Yep.
And that was that match, but like, bro, like, Io gotta stop doing that. Like,
No, I
either
think
stop.
I think it goes
Either
back to what
stop.
you said before, bro. Honestly, not
What's
to
up?
cut you off. It's them not getting the reps in consistently. I think that's really what's playing a factor here. Is because they're not doing it
Possibly.
all the time.
Yeah, you could say that's part of it, but at the same time, you know, EO always does a suicide dive like that.
No, true, but she's not doing it every week, every night. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Fair point, fair point.
you kind of she doesn't do it with to everybody either. So it's like you said, like I think it was like I think it was a Friday or one of the last Mondays we collabed together. She's not building that chemistry with certain people. Like Asuka and Kyrie, she's been wrestling them for forever. But
Hmm.
if you don't do it all the time, you're not gonna do it correctly. Sometimes it's just how it happens. And this is a dangerous sport to be trying to do stuff that you haven't done in like that you only do like once a week.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point. That's a fair point. You know, yeah, they're not getting their reps in. But I'm just saying like EO always does it like that. Like even if they're not getting their reps in and building that chemistry and stuff like that, like EO always scares the shit out of me just like doing that. Cause like I said, it's not a straight up like suicide dive. It's a cross body. Like she's turning her body
Yeah,
mid air, and
and
then
she's
this is
probably
the
losing
second
momentum because of that.
possibly, and then like I said, this is the second time in 2 weeks where she lands on her face. Well, no, no, the last time she did it, she landed on her face. This time she landed on her freaking head.
Yeah,
Oh man, I hope she's okay.
me too.
Next, after this, we got Pierce and Javon and Penta backstage, and well, Pierce is congratulating Penta on the ladder match on Sunday night, and Javon comes in. He congratulates Penta also, and he tells Penta like, "Hey, listen, I ain't going nowhere. Like, like the IC title, we you going, we gonna fight for that."
Yep.
And Penta says, cool because I'm not going anywhere either, and this IC title ain't going nowhere. So because I'm Penta, es cero miedo.
Yep.
The man with the all see my finisher at Penta Driver. Um, I'm not doing this right now.
Oh, see him finish a Mexican destroyer.
No, all see my finisher Mexican Destroyer. And um, and then and out of nowhere, Ethan Page pulls up, and Pierce says, "Hey, welcome to the roster."
Yeah,
Ethan Page
that's
is
what
now on
surprised
the
me.
Ethan Page is now on the Raw roster, which is great. It's about freaking time. Like me and Phantom said earlier, I wish he would have went to SmackDown, but it's about freaking time that he's on the main roster. And he tells Siobhan, "Hey, I also want the IC title, and he's not gonna need two chances to win it." So then Javon gets upset, and the tension starts to start between the two men, between the two guys, and Pierce is like, "Hey, how about you know let's just make it a match." So
Yep.
we get Javon and Ethan Page later tonight. Good to see Ethan Page on the main roster.
Now it was about time. Like they had to do something. I don't know what
Facts.
NXT is gonna do because they losing a lot of superstars, but they got this. I believe in them.
I mean, like you said, they got to evolve. They
That's
just
very
got to,
true.
evolve the talent that they got to evolve. They just got to keep on working, keep progressing, and get to NXT. Because end of the day, I mean, evolve is the future.
Facts. Factuals. Because they just lost who? They just lost Ethan. They lost Joe Hendry.
Lost
They
Oba,
lost.
Javon, Trick,
Yep. They
Sol
lost
Ruka.
Jordan Grace, Sol Ruka.
Well, Soul Rook is still gonna be there tomorrow, but I'm pretty sure like tomorrow her match with Zarya is probably her last match on NXT. You know, and they might lose more, and who knows who might pop up on SmackDown.
No, facts. And it's crazy that Soul did all this and never won the NXT Women's Championship.
I mean, we could say the same for Javon.
True. Well, I was reading something that said Shawn was trying to keep Javon around, but
Yeah, yep. Sean said that in the interview that he wanted to keep Javon a little longer and build the show around him, but the main roster, like I guess Triple H and them, they didn't want to wait.
they said, "No, nigga, bring that nigga up here now."
Yeah, so
Yeah, what
so
can you do?
Javon had to give up one of, I mean, so Sean had to give up one of his kids.
Nah, hey, listen, Javon's doing great things,
Not facts.
but then that was the next match, right? Ethan and
No, we
Javon.
got this CM Punk and Cody Rhodes shit.
Oh yeah, yo, Cody looked like he got fucked up. Like he looked like he
Not
got mugged on the
facts.
street.
Nah, he did. Yo, we got this, and yep, get ready for all the notes here, cause I wrote down freaking everything.
Listen, brother, it's all you. Let's go for it.
Facts. So CM Punk comes out, and at first the man was looking fucking depressed as all hell. Like it was just a big silence and stuff like that. And I'm like, damn, like he comes out on stage and there's no music playing. He just out there. I'm like, man, bro, Punk really depressed, man. Like he not in the mood. Just to see that Punk is doing his own John Cena version of his entrance, and
Hmm.
just as his clobbering time and the music starts playing, I'm like, oh, okay, makes sense. So Punk gets in the ring and he starts talking about all the losses that he's been dealing with. If anybody who paid attention to CM Punk's entrance on WrestleMania, he had a jacket, and Michael Cole saying all the people that fortunately passed away, that people that CM Punk cared about, including his dog Larry,
Yep.
and the crowd starts to give him a positive ovation, and Punk goes on to say that even though he lost last night, the loss doesn't compare to all the losses that he mentioned before, and that
Yeah.
being there every week helped them with all the losses, and that being world champion gave him an anchor and a reason to not slow down and not reduce himself to a puddle of tears even though he wanted to. He thanked the crowd for helping him process all the grief, and they all helped him get through all the losses. And something tells him that they are not that they're going to help him get through his loss from last night. Punk goes on to say that he wasn't supposed to be world champion. He survived Gunther, and then Rollins cashed in on him, and he thought to himself, "Oh, being world champion at the age of 46 for 3 minutes is not bad. It's a cherry on top of one hell of a Sunday."
Yep.
And then he said, I could have reduced myself to tears and eat donuts all day and go back home and spend time with his hot wife, but he stayed ready to entertain the fans, because he stayed ready to entertain the fans, and him always staying ready um ended up like, I'm not gonna say it led to Seth getting hurt, but him staying ready as all the time. Seth ended up getting hurt. He wins the number one contendership match and becomes the world heavyweight champion. And if he didn't stay ready, then the fans would have been there yeeting and talking to Jey Uso instead of him, and the crowd starts to boo. And they're like, "Listen, I know I'd rather see Punk right now than Jey Uso, to be honest.
Hmm.
Especially not Jey Uso as world champion." And Punk says that he doesn't know why they're booing that because he likes to eat. So
Hmm.
he tells Vegas to get with the program.
Hmm.
And then he says that he stayed ready because he doesn't know when a championship opportunity is gonna fall out of the sky. And even though he lost last night, he is smiling and he has to skip to his step because he is still the best in the world. He showed up to Vegas with a dream, under the biggest stage, with the tallest lights, and he proved it. He gave everything he had last night, but it wasn't his night. He's not gonna cry about it. He's not gonna go home and sulk. He's not gonna go on vacation. He's gonna stay ready because again, because he said this phrase a lot of times on his promo,
Mm-hmm.
but he's gonna stay ready because he never knows when a championship opportunity is gonna fall right from the sky. As soon as he starts to leave, Cody's music plays, and Cody gets to the ring, and like Phantom said, he has a black eye and shit like that.
Yo, listen, real quick. When I saw my man limping coming to the ring, I said, "Oh, he really fucked up." Um,
Yeah, apparently.
but you know, the
What's up?
whole CM Punk thing, just to chime in, you know, I understand where he was going, like where he's trying to build with that, like yo, listen, man. Even though I ain't gonna let this slow me down, even with all the bullshit going on, that's a good way to think about things. He still should probably talk to AJ Lee's therapist. But listen, I'm just saying, it's a good outlook on life.
Facts. So Cody's in the ring and he's getting a mixed reaction from the crowd, and they're booing and cheering him. And Punk's confused, and he's like, "Hey, like, what's going on here? Like, did I went over my time? Like, this is your time. Like, you're supposed to be out here. Like, I was about to leave." And Cody's like, "Nah, nah, nah. We all good. Like, like this is your time." And Cody's like surprised because he thought that Punk was gonna freak out because of his loss and stuff like that. And Punk was like, "Nah, bro. Like, I'm good. Like, you know." And Cody's like, "Oh, you sure that like knowing like the man that you are and how you handle things." And Punk's like, "Fair point, fair point." But then Cody's like, "But I'm happy that that the city, the state of not the city, Vegas, Las Vegas is giving him his flowers." And Cody says that he doesn't know why he's out there, but he should be feeling like a loser. And Punk asked Cody that he think that like I should be the one like feeling like a loser like that. Like, does he think that Cody is thinking that Punk should be the one feeling like a loser? And the crowd is like, ooh, they start oohing, and Punk's like, "Nah, bro, it's cool, like we're friends." And he's like, "Hey, like he doesn't feel like a loser, but to some people maybe he does." And he has a tattoo of a marshmallow of a stick. Thanks for sharing with the class, Phil. Um, it's good to know that you have a marshmallow tattoo on your body. Well, marshmallow on the stick. He says that Cody is not a loser, but he understands why he feels like one. And Punk tells Cody that he beat a first ballot Hall of Famer. He beat a legend in Randy Orton, his friend, his mentor. But Punk loses to somebody that he hates. That it's easy to stomp on his face and make fun of his sweet pepper necklace. But Cody beat his friend, and that Cody's a winner, and in a way, Punk is a loser because he lost last night. But Punk understands why that that Cody has a heavy burden being WWE champion because he's the man, he's QB1 and shit like that.
Yep.
And Punk saying, "Now listen, I'm a free man. Like I ain't got no burden. Like I gladly shouldered the responsibility of being a World Heavyweight Champion, and last night wasn't his night. I took an L. But the path for Cody is to keep being champion and keep winning, because the path for Punk is to keep staying ready." But this time when he says it, he starts to look at Cody's title, the WWE Championship, and he says that, what he said before, that he's going to keep on staying ready because he doesn't know when a championship opportunity is going to fall out of the sky. And he walks away. And then when he gets out of the ring, Cody's like, "Hey, like, just let me know when. Let me know when you want the shot. I got you." And Punk just smiles. Um, my my first thought to this is it's like, okay, if they're gonna do Punk and Cody, that's great. Like I've been wanting to see this for like the longest time since Punk came back to the company in 2023. But my thing is, like, when are they gonna do it? Because I feel like, because
Backlash is too soon.
obviously, right, and obviously, like, maybe they could do it at SummerSlam. Maybe, I don't know for
I would think
sure.
so.
It's possible. It's just that my thing is, obviously, this is a WrestleMania type match. Like, this is easily a main event of WrestleMania. So you think it's a possibility that they might wait till next year to finally get it done?
No, because I don't think they're gonna let Cody hold on to the title till next year WrestleMania.
I mean, he could always lose it and win it back
I mean
beforehand.
that's true, but I mean the thing is, it's like we keep saying, are we gonna just keep rinsing and repeating the same stories over and over and over again? That's what happened before we got to this WrestleMania. We're just gonna do the same thing again.
I don't know. It's because like this is like the last like big time match that they can do, like with two stars, like a big money match, like big main event, money match that they can do. Because obviously we got Cody and Roman twice, we got Cody and Roman last night. We already got we got Cena and Cody last year and stuff like that.
Wait,
So
hold on, sir. You didn't get Cody and Roman last night.
I said
You said Cody and Roman.
I said Cody and Roman twice, and then we got Punk and Roman last night.
Yeah, you didn't say Punk. You said Cody again.
I did. I
Yeah,
thought I said Punk.
no, you said Cody.
Ah, fuck. All right.
No, yeah. So yeah, Punk. Yeah, nah.
Yeah. So it's just because the thing is too. The other thing too is as I said, before, um, I don't know if I said on this podcast or not, but I know I said it to you guys, like, in our chats, whatever, that the original plan for the two main events of WrestleMania 42 this year originally was supposed to be Roman versus Seth for the World Heavyweight Championship on night one, and then Cody versus Punk for the WWE Championship on night two. But Seth ended up getting hurt because he decided it would be a great idea to do a freaking coast to coast headbutt on Cody Rhodes in the Crown Jewel match. And he ended up fucking up his shoulder, so Seth ended up getting hurt, and he was forced to drop the title. And then that's when Triple H had a change of plans, and we got the main events that we got, for WrestleMania.
Even though I
So
could have swore it was supposed to be Seth and Braun Breaker.
what, the main event?
Uh-huh.
No, mm-mm. It was supposed to be Roman and Seth one on one, because Roman and Seth, they never got that one on one main event. Like, well, not main event, but they never got that one on one Mania match. So it was supposed to be Roman and Seth in the night one main
Well, the
event.
only reason why I say that is because of the fact that I could have I remember when we was talking about like Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber, all that stuff pointed to freaking Braun winning one of those two.
Right, but Seth wasn't the champion though. Seth was out.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like when you like just thinking about it, like if Seth didn't get injured, it like signs were pointing to Braun winning either the Elimination Chamber or the Royal Rumble and going on to facing Seth for the title. Because remember that was his whole reason. It wasn't just to beat up Seth Rollins like he was talking about today. It was to win the world title. That was his thing. But Seth got injured. But who knows? I'm not on the writing staff.
No, I think um no, hold on, wait. Hmm. No, I mean it could have been possible. Because in the day, if Seth never got hurt, you think he'll be walking into WrestleMania as champion?
Yeah,
More than
I think
likely,
so.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
Hmm. But that leaves me with the question though of like, okay, if they wanted to do Braun versus Seth for the world title instead of Roman, and what do you do with Roman? Because if they wanted to do Punk and Cody, which was I think was obviously the plan, right? And then you do Braun and Seth for the world title.
I
What
mean,
does
at
that
that
leave
point,
Roman?
you could have had Roman versus Gunther at that point.
You could have. Eh,
I mean, listen,
I don't know.
they just threw him into a feud with Seth Rollins. So I'm just saying they could have just threw Roman in there too. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. But I mean, like I said, based off the reports, that was the original two main events for WrestleMania 42, and Seth got hurt, so they had to pivot. And we didn't get the Punk and Cody match. But as far as this match goes, I don't know when they'll do it. 'Cause like it's a match I want to see, and it's a match that they teased a couple of times now. But when will be the right time? Because if they want, they can save it to WrestleMania next year if they want.
If they do the same thing like I'm saying now, plant the seeds, like really plant the seeds, not just these little vague hints.
Right? Yeah. But then that also leaves me with the question: what does Punk do now? In the meantime,
So what I was thinking, because of the way the interaction went today, I was thinking maybe a superstar shakeup, or like we keep talking about, bring back the fucking draft, and then just have Punk go to SmackDown.
yeah, that can also work. Or if they want, they could take the most simple route. I mean not the simple route, but they could do what they normally do and just have Punk win the Rumble or the Chamber if Cody's champion by next year,
No, that's true. But
which
the
I think
thing,
he would be.
but I mean, the thing is like, you really want Punk to win the Royal Rumble off this one?
I mean, he is long overdue for Rumble win.
That's true. I mean, time will tell.
Right? Yeah. I mean, time. Yeah, time will tell. But I mean, hey, but I mean, I like this segment. Definitely give us something to look forward to.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking, when will be the right time to do it? Because I don't know. Knowing them, I have a feeling that they're gonna save it up for WrestleMania.
and that's fine. But like I said, so if that's the case,
Plant the seeds now.
yeah, start planting the seeds now. Like they did a little bit with him staring at the title. Damn, Dominic, you completely missed that jump. Uh, you know, they did a little bit here, but like if you're gonna do it, like do stuff to cement it ahead of time. Like, hey, move Punk to SmackDown. Maybe have them have little interactions here, like throughout the year, and build the story.
hmm Or also, what I was thinking, I don't know how you feel about this, but I was thinking, how about they have the first match at SummerSlam, and then you build it up to WrestleMania, and there's the payoff.
Or have it, or I mean, you don't have to go exactly like this. This is how I would do it. Like I'm just using my creative brain. Have them
hmm
go at SummerSlam. Have them go to a no contest,
Right.
and then be like, "Yo, you never beat me. We never had a decisive win. We gotta rectify that." And
Yeah. That.
just have like little things get in the way. That way it could keep pushing it off till Mania,
hmm
because you still have stuff like Survivor Series and things like that coming up. So people will be like, "Oh, you can do it there, you can do it." Nah, just have other things come in the way. It's not like they haven't done it before,
hmm
but you just got to keep it alive, and just like have people like keep reminding them, like, if Cody's still the champion, have people keep reminding Punk. Big talk for somebody who's never beaten Cody. Like you couldn't, like have him do a Trick Williams. You can't get the job done. You lost the hit him with the you lost the Roman, and you couldn't even seal a decisive victory against Cody. As have people keep reminding him of the shit.
Yeah. What Jimmy Uso said? You lost.
What's that? It's like, what's that saying you keep saying? Oh, Mello don't miss. He said, yeah, Mello don't miss. But all them bricks you was throwing, you could build a damn house.
Hmm.
But I'm just saying, like, they could do something, whether it be a no contest, maybe a disqualification, something to case, something, you know, just so that way neither one technically wins or loses, and they have an excuse to,
Right.
to run it back.
Hmm.
Uh, we'll see. What's next, brother?
Hold on, I'm over here watching YouTube videos on silent while you.
You watch your
Next.
YouTube videos. I watch Dominic Mysterio try to do a dive and freaking completely miss, and look,
Bro, I'm looking at Dominic Mysterio right now.
that's crazy.
So we got Finn Balor backstage, well, a little video promo or whatever, and he says that Dom drew out the demon, and the demon put down Dom, and then Dom drew first blood. But Dom's betrayal wasn't a surprise to him because it's Dom. But JD, like that's different. Like he remembered when he first met JD, when he saw him arrive at his wrestling school, a wrestling gym in Ireland,
Yep,
and from there he took JD under his wing, and he helped him grow into one of the greatest performers on earth.
with a giant head.
What a giant head, Lord Farquhar.
Yeah.
Um, and he said that in the Judgment Day when he needed somebody who would have his back all the time. He thought that JD would be that person. JD would be there to have his back. But JD made his choice and he chose Dom. And tonight Finn is gonna put JD down.
Yep.
So after this, we get the match between Ethan and Javon.
That was a decent match for what it was.
No, yeah, it was. It was. I mean, they had some matches done at NXT.
Yeah.
So, it started rocking and rolling. Javon doing Javon things, and he does that big splash, the big over the top, the flying eagle, whatever he is, when he throws over the top rope,
Yep.
and he lands on Ethan, and then just like the match before, in typical WWE fashion, you give me 80 seconds of wrestling to give me 5 minutes worth of ads.
Yep.
So we get back from the commercial, and you know Ethan taking control. you know, and eventually Javon will make his comeback. Typical wrestling shit. And then Javon and Ethan, they were fighting on the outside. I think Javon, like, I think he wanted to put Ethan through the announce table, some
Yep.
shit.
He was going to. Bless you.
Thank you. And out comes Rusev, and Javon gets rid of Rusev, and then back in the ring, Ethan was back in the ring, and Javon's gonna go for the OG cutter, but Ethan tripped Javon on the top rope. Javon fell, and then Ethan hit the twisted ego or the twist of fate.
Yep.
Um,
The twisted
nah, I mean,
grin.
no, yeah, twisted grin. Yeah, I called it twisted ego. My fault. Twisted grin for the dub. So Javon loses. Ethan wins his first um main event, not main event, main roster match. And after the match, Rusev continues to beat up on Javon, and he's putting the beats on Javon. Out comes Penta for the save, and Penta starts putting in work on Rusev. He drops him, goes to the top rope to do something, but Ethan pushes Penta off the top rope, and then Rusev drops Penta with a kick, and Ethan's on the apron. And then Rusev's looking at Ethan like, "What you gonna do, homie?" Ethan said, "No, big dog, that's on you, fam." And he just walks away.
He said, "Fam, I'm just here to help you."
Facts. So then Ethan gets, not Ethan, Rusev puts Penta in the accolade, and Ethan just backing off, just watching from the ramp, backing off, and Rusev stands tall over both men.
Yeah, but he had the Continental title on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, he did. Yep,
I mean,
he did.
honestly, to be real with you, I feel like they should kind of put him in the world title scene more than the intercontinental scene. Honestly,
Who, Rusev?
yeah.
Matchup just about to get underway, and well, we've got some company here.
Mm,
Oh, and it's your worst rival.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind it, but the issue is that number one, sometimes Rusev is barely on TV,
Put that nigga on SmackDown if that's the case.
and then two, like Rusev, he hasn't
You don't want to be caught in this crossfire.
like
This is nasty.
what you call it? Like right now, like he doesn't seem like a credible challenger for the world title. Like give him some momentum, give him some, get him some wins under his belt and shit like that, and then you can put him on the world title picture. Because right now, if he faces Roman, like there's no way Roman is gonna lose to Rusev. I mean, hell, regardless,
They could have had him against Punk.
right? But even still, like, there's no way in hell you're gonna look at Rusev and think he's gonna beat Punk. Like, I mean, even if he didn't look credible, like, he's not gonna beat Punk. Oh, he's not gonna beat Roman. But my point is, like, at least, like I said, just get some wins under his belt. Have him, if they want. I mean, I don't think they will, but if they want, like, if he faces Javon next week, maybe they could have him beat Javon. I don't think they'll do that, but if they want, they could do that. Like I said, just get some wins under his belt, so that he could have some kind of momentum, and then so that he could feel and look like a credible challenger for the world title. Because if you stick him in right now, pause. There's no way like Rusev is like he's gonna beat like Roman. You know what I mean?
No, that's facts. I know that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, get him in that. Start getting him in that space, because
yes,
you know you can have him face certain people. Like, start having face main eventers. Don't just have him facing just to make her people. And even then, you can send him to SmackDown if that's the case. Have him start feuding with people like Randy Orton. Have him start feuding with people like, Alistair or Damian Priest or something. And just let him start building up that way. Because the problem is, on Raw, y'all got too many good niggas over there. That's the problem.
nah, you right.
So, like, some people could probably benefit from going to SmackDown.
Yes, I agree.
I'm not sure they wanted any help. And is there ever any actual strategy in an ODQ match?
Next,
Just really a free for all?
we got Liv Morgan and the Judgment Day out here. And Liv Morgan is celebrating her championship.
Giant ass knot and all.
Right. And Liv is out there and she's thanking people, and she's thanking her Judgment Day family, and she's thanking Stephanie Vaquer for giving me another side of her and stuff like that. And then, now that she's the on top of the women's division, and she's this and she's that, and she is the greatest women's world champion of all time. I don't think she even fucking believes that. But
Of all time.
right. So then out comes Sol Ruka to interrupt.
I wasn't expecting her to pop up.
Me neither. I ain't gonna lie. So out comes Sol Ruka. And Sol's like, hey, Liv, like, I'm happy for you. You're an inspiration to me. Like, I see how hard you worked, and you got the dub, and you won the world title with the Women's World Championship, the top women's title on Raw at Wrestlemania. And shit like that. And Liv is like, yeah, thanks, but I'm just letting you know, like, you're not me, you're not Liv Morgan, and I'm gonna say that as nice as I can, like, get out of my ring. And Soroka's like, listen, like, I didn't come out here trying to start a fight, not asking for a fight,
But
but
I ain't ducking no fade either.
yeah, right, right. Like, if you want to get to scrapping, we can get to scrapping. So out comes Pierce, and Pierce makes the match official. So we get Sol Ruka versus Liv Morgan, and bro, I mean, this was better than fucking the Stephanie and Liv match at Mania.
Nah, fact.
I mean, then again, Liv and Stephanie only got like fucking 6 minutes, but this is a really this was a solid match. This was a really good solid match. Sol Ruka looked great,
Yeah.
and Liv did hurt. I think both women did their thing. Like this is a really good solid match, and Sol just being Sol, just doing the high flying stuff and flying around the ring.
I ain't gonna
Liv
lie to you,
was
gang.
what's up?
I thought when she did that flip, I thought she clipped the rope.
Oh, the handstand,
No, when she did the backflip and
the
then flipped out
yeah,
the
yeah,
ring,
yeah, the cartwheel, right?
I thought she clipped the rope.
I thought I thought it was a possibility she was going to slam her head on the apron.
Mm-hmm.
But both ladies were doing their thing. Liv was targeting the ribs and stuff like that. And then, Michael Cole and Corey Graves they ended up foreshadowing something because during the match, it was announced that Sol Ruka, which is most likely her last match on NXT, but Sol Ruka has a last woman standing match against Zarya tomorrow. Well, today on NXT Revenge. And Lord and behold, 10 minutes later, out comes Zarya.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sol Ruka, if you want somebody to blame for your loss, blame it on Michael Cole and Corey Graves.
Mm-mm. They was praying on your downfall.
Facts. So, Zarya comes out, slams Sol Ruka into the post, gives her a spine buster, throws her in the ring. Liv hits Oblivion or 1, 2, 3. There we go. Right.
Mm-hmm.
As I said before, well, I think I was saying this off stream because I know Phantom said that that he wished this match would have like just end without the interference. But like I said before, it kind of had to end the interference because this was a situation where neither woman could not lose clean because Liv just got the world title back, so you don't want to have her lose clean already. And this was Sol Ruka's main roster debut, so you're not trying to have her lose clean already. So I thought the way that Sol Ruka lost, it was the best way possible. It made the most logical sense. Zarya got involved, it added a little more extra heat to their match tomorrow. Give it a little extra push, and then even though Sol Ruka, yes, they take the L, but she was protected because she did not take the L clean.
Okay.
And then so the Judgment Day, they're walking up the ramp, and here comes Stephanie and her fucking generic music that I don't like listening to.
She was still
And
fine though.
Stephanie, huh?
She's still fine though.
Yes, yes, she is.
And just real quick, I'm sorry, I just gotta get it out there. Roxanne and them leggings was too damn fine. I don't give a damn what nobody says. All right, continue. I'm sorry, I just had to get it. I just had to get it out there.
Nigga, that just catch you being horny.
Hey, listen, it's all right. Roxanne fine as fuck. Anyway, continue.
My response to that is, man, you would never lied. Anyway, so this whole shit fucking baffled me, bro. I don't know why, bro. Like you just gotta love these people. I guess it's TKO in their fucking advertisement. But anyway, Stephanie comes out there and her and Liv are having a stare down. And she's saying something we can't hear it, but
Nah,
I'm
basically,
assuming.
I call what she said.
Oh yeah, okay.
She basically was hitting her with the listen. She's like, "Nah, that's my title, and it's not over. I'm coming back for it." She was hitting
Right,
one of those.
okay. Right, okay. I mean, I would assume that it was that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So Liv like raises up the title. Um, she raises the title like high, and she's talking her shit. right? And then and then like while they're doing that, they immediately go to, oh, here's our sponsor. We're sponsored by Xfinity. I'm like, you fucking kidding me? You're gonna fucking sponsor Xfinity while Liv and Stephanie are trying to fucking do this fucking angle.
Yep.
Well, I can't even call it an angle, but Liv and Stephanie are basically continuing their beef, and instead of, you know, um, really putting a good spotlight on that, they just cut to fucking Xfinity. And mind you, I don't know if you noticed or not, but while they're talking about Xfinity being a sponsor for Raw, you can literally see Liv and them walk away, like in the back, like they're
Yep.
walking to the to the backstage area to Gorilla and shit. And I'm like, bro, you gotta love these people that fucking sponsor.
Hmm.
But man, how do you feel about that match, man? I thought that was a really good match. I thought it was
No,
really
no,
good shit.
that was match was great. Like I said, Soul is great. She's sometimes I'd be worried for her safety, but she be doing great work.
Hmm.
Live is live. She always using the Naruto Uzumaki jumping nigga jutsu. Um, but
This
it
time it's
works.
not even her fault.
Yeah, yeah.
She didn't ask for Zarya to come out there.
Nah, that's true. That's very true.
But anyway, good solid match.
Yes, it was.
After this, we got a little career tribute to Brock Lesnar, who quote unquote retired last night, and they had "I Stand Alone" by Godsmack as the song, and it just showed, his career, everything that he did from when he debuted, um, and when he debuted in the Attitude Era.
Yep.
Not many people know this or not. I don't know if many people know this or not, but Brock Lesnar did not debut during the Ruthless Aggression era. He debuted during the Attitude Era, like literally like the last like month of it.
Mm.
Yeah, so obviously Brock Lesnar he rose to like stardom, I guess, like when he had his run in his prime. Yes, it was during the Ruthless Aggression era, but when he made his debut, it was an episode of Raw in I think April or May of 2002. That was still the Attitude Era because the Attitude Era ended in June of 2002.
Mhm.
So he made his debut like literally like the last like month and a half
The attitude here.
of the Attitude Era. Yup, because WWE switched to the Ruthless Aggression Era in June of 2002.
Oh, okay, okay.
Hmm.
The more you know.
Right. But like I said, when he was dominating and beating The Rock and Undertaker, and when he became one of the youngest world champions of all time, whatever, that was all during the Ruthless Aggression era.
Okay, I see. My man was doing his thing.
Yeah, I mean, listen, say
Love
what
him
you
or
want to
hate
say
him.
about right, exactly. Like love him or hate him, say what you want to say about Brock. There will never be another Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
Like same thing. Like as you can say, oh, there will never be another The Rock. There will never be another Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels and Undertaker and Bret Hart and John Cena and Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. Et cetera, et cetera. There will never be another Brock Lesnar.
No, complete fact.
So I mean, like I said, say what you want to say about him, Lesnar. If this is really it, my brother. Well, I can't call you my brother. I don't even know you. But if this is really it, Brock, thank you for everything.
Not complete facts. But we're gonna see because we may see that nigga at SummerSlam.
Maybe not. Like
I
I said
hope not.
before, I'm not right. I'm not hoping for it because for them to bring him back would just be dumb after he just sees retirement. Even though the Undertaker did it. Remember when he lost to Roman, he put his gloves in the coat in the middle of the ring, and then everyone thought that he was dumb, but he came back again anyway.
Hmm.
So there's a possibility that he could come back, but my thing is like if he comes back, okay, he comes back, whatever. But what I don't want is I don't want for him to come back and then just to retire to Gunther,
Yeah, the force feed
essentially.
him to Gunther is crazy.
Yeah, like that's what I don't want, because then because um as I said before, in our little chat, Oba gains more from retiring Brock Lesnar than Gunther
Mm-hmm.
would, because Gunther would essentially gain nothing. Gunther really has gained nothing from retiring Goldberg, AJ Styles, and John Cena. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yes, like what Phantom said, and when we were talking about this earlier, is he like the top heel? Yes, you could say he's the top heel, but they have done nothing of importance with him since he's retired. These you know these people. Like, okay, like yes, when he retired John Cena, yeah, he kind of became like the most hated man for like fucking 2 weeks. After that, the heat just died down because they couldn't because they didn't capitalize on the heat that he was getting. And yes, he became the top heel, but they just haven't done anything. Like, like he retired AJ Styles at the Royal Rumble, and they haven't done anything with him.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't done anything of importance. Like this whole
Even new. Has he
career
even?
killer thing.
Has he really been on the show like that?
Bro, during the Road to WrestleMania, he missed like 3 weeks. Like there was a point where people were saying that like, oh, like Gunther might miss WrestleMania. Like the man that retired Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles is gonna miss WrestleMania because they had no plans for Gunther until they just said, you know what, you're facing Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't done like anything major with him. So I just hope that if Lesnar comes back, if he does, we don't know for sure. But if Lesnar does come back, I don't want him to face Gunther at SummerSlam.
Nah.
Like, I
To be
don't.
honest with you, if he does, I need him to win the match.
Agreed. But I just think he
Because
shouldn't come back at all.
no,
I think
that's option number one. But if he does,
I
I
think
need
the
him to
the
win the
way
match.
the way how he went out is perfect.
Yeah.
Like he literally like like he literally helped Oba become a star.
Yeah.
Like I was saying it, like I remember we had the chat going on when during the match we were watching WrestleMania. We had the chat, and I literally said like, yo, like Brock is making Oba look like fucking $10 million right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
the way how he sold for him and everything that he did, like this whole thing, like from start from the first segment where Oba um answered Brock's open challenge and he hit him with the fall from grace, all the way to WrestleMania yesterday. Brock made Oba look like more of a star than he already was.
Mm-hmm.
Cause remember, Oba was somewhat of a star, like coming out of NXT, right? Because he was one of NXT's like big three, right? It was him, Trick, and Javon, and we all know Oba was coming into the main roster with all this hype and potential. Oh, this guy is the future. This guy is the future world champion, the future WrestleMania main eventer. This whole thing with Brock, um, Brock made all those not rumors, but all those things that people were saying that I just said that that Oba's a future WrestleMania main eventer,
Mm-hmm.
he's this and he's that and whatever. Brock made all those things that we're seeing,
Yeah.
all those things
He made him
that
legitimate.
yes, thank you. That's what I was going to say. I couldn't get the words out, but yes, that's what Brock did for Oba. Like everything that was being said about Oba, he made him look legitimate. Like he made Oba into a star.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to say, well, no, yeah, yeah, like obviously Oba was gonna get there on his own. Don't get me wrong, but like Brock really like helped out Oba to become
Mm-hmm.
like the bigger like the star that Oba is right now. Like Brock helped Oba tremendously in
Mm-hmm.
that, and the fact that you know he put him over. like from what I heard, I saw a report today that Brock literally told creative like, "Hey, I want him to win." Like Brock told Triple H and creative team, "Hey, like I'm gonna put over Oba. Like Oba's gonna win this match. Like I'll take the L."
That's going to fire you up with anger. I've asked around the locker room, and a lot of people believe that this rivalry has gone past the point
And
of no
he has
return.
nothing but
There's
like
absolutely
my
no
respect
love
for that.
lost between these
Nah,
superstars, and
completely
I
so.
don't imagine things settling down
You know,
anytime ever.
he helped create a star on his way out. So I feel like if he's actually retired, I think he should stay retired. Like what a way to go out.
Well, I mean, at least obviously you can't go off what the internet said. But if you look up his Wikipedia page, they're already putting that he's
Definitely had
retired.
to play a factor here, guys. I don't know how anyone can call this a clear-cut
Right, but
win with
I
that in
mean,
mind.
As I said, I know you
yeah,
can't always. That's why I started. That's why I premised that first. But they're already writing up that he's retired. No, they wouldn't be having all these tributes if he wasn't retiring. Because you remember when Mark Henry had his retirement?
I mean, that was part of an angle, but
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that's the
shit.
point. Like
But shit,
everybody
man,
was like,
he,
"Oh my God, he's about to retire." Oh my God, no, not Mark Henry. And then that nigga was like, "Nah, nigga, I ain't going to fuck nowhere." Like,
bro, he fooled everybody on that shit, bro. Bro, the Big Show said in an interview that Big Show was crying during that shit.
yeah.
Like Mark really fooled everybody on that. That's like the best like fake retirement angle I've ever seen in my life.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if they didn't give no notice, they didn't give a, oh, thank you, Mark Henry. There was none of that. Like, obviously, retirements didn't just, but they at least give you the real segments when people are gonna retire. The fact that they're
Right.
giving all these tributes to Brock tells me that this is more than likely real.
Right, but the other thing too, you have to think about this. Remember, um, if this is really it, like Brock is really done. Brock never told nobody. Like remember, that shit was shocking me. You know, that shit happened out of nowhere. Like after the match, he took off the gloves, he took off the boots. Like Brock never told nobody that he was gonna retire. Because if he did, knowing WWE, they were gonna promote the fuck out of that shit.
Yeah, true.
Look what they did with John Cena last year. The moment John Cena said he was going to retire, bro, they promoted that shit the whole year of 2025. Oh, this is John Cena's last match. This is John Cena's last WrestleMania. This is John Cena's last SummerSlam. Yada, 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 yada. Like, they promoted the hell out of it.
True,
Because,
but
cause they're,
but
cause they're,
the thing with Brock is, not to cut you off. It's been historic that he's not gonna listen to them. So he probably did tell Triple H, like, "Yo, this is it, but don't do shit. I'm telling you now, don't do shit.
could be the case.
Like, don't only me, you, and Paul know." And and that's if he even told Paul.
Probably. I mean, Paul was legit crying.
Hmm.
You know?
And
Maybe
the
he
way
did.
he started off his promo today.
Yeah. He was giving him a shout out.
Hmm. Telling him that
Hmm.
they need to move him from the now to the forever section of the opening.
Hmm.
So unless this is the world's greatest con right now, like they did with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of him, we're about to talk about this segment.
Yep.
So, as you just said, Paul was out there and he talked about, Brock and his retirement and stuff like that. And, they need to move Brock to the forever section of the opening. So then he hands the mic to Logan, and Logan is mad, and they're booing him.
He's getting that
And
Dominic Mysterio treatment.
he was, but they're booing him. And Logan's just mad. He blames the loss at Mania to ISO Speed. And then he goes off on all the outsiders, the YouTubers and the streamers saying that, oh, that they want to
Bro,
come
I
into
wanted
our
to smack the shit out
business.
of him when he was saying that shit, yo.
Like he wasn't one.
Like, yo, bro, I was like, nigga, that's you. Nigga, that's you.
Well, it was him. Not anymore. He's definitely doing it full time.
I was like, ooh, nigga, that's you.
It's alright. I thought the same thing. I want some Oreos, but neither, that's neither here or there. But I want some Oreos. I would get up and just grab them, but I'm in the middle of a podcast, so no. But fuck, I kind of want to grab them. But
This
no, no, no. Let me
nigga,
chill. Let me chill.
this
Let me
nigga. Come
chill.
on, we was
I,
talking
I,
about
I,
that. We was talking about this loser Logan Paul. Yep.
I say not really care. I want some Oreos. But no, let's get back to this segment. And he says that everything that happened on Saturday doesn't matter because they're still the tag team champions. And then he gives the mic back to Paul, and Paul says that he thanks Gunther for taking care of Rollins, and whenever he wants to favor, Paul will
He's willing to
repay
pay.
him. Right now, I don't know what the fuck the favor is. I thought it was gonna be Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. It still could be, but I don't want to fucking see that shit after what happened on Sunday.
Complete facts.
So then he introduces Braun Breaker back to Raw, and out comes Braun with his big ass jacket and his sunglasses. Did he have
Facts.
glasses on, right?
Nah, not in the beginning.
No, he didn't, right?
Nah. Yeah, this is actually a banger fatal four way
But
match.
he had the big ass jacket on.
Yeah,
So
that's very true. Yeah, this is a banger
so
fatal. Yo, the fatal four way: Cody, Alistair, Ricky Saints, and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship.
sounds like a very good match in real life.
Shit.
And Braun, he's in the ring and he has a microphone in his hand, and the fans start barking. Um, And he said that he was thinking today that 1 year ago, ironically, he became the leader of the division. As we all know, last year at the WrestleMania, Seth and Braun joined forces,
Mm-hmm.
and he became the leader of the division because Seth Rollins was too weak. And the best part of WrestleMania weekend for him was when he ruined the chance of Seth Rollins beating Gunther because Seth Rollins had Gunther until Braun speared him.
Mm-hmm.
And he says that every chance he gets, he's gonna, you know, um, beat up on Seth, and
So can we put a pin right there? Because that shit
okay,
made me mad when he was saying that.
what's up? Why?
No, the reason why that shit made me mad is because that's the same thing Seth Rollins said to fucking CM Punk.
Hey, Braun learned from the best.
I I don't know if you caught on to that.
Honestly, I didn't,
Yeah, that's the same thing he was saying to Punk. That's the
because
same
I
thing
remember
Seth Rollins was
when,
saying to Punk.
because I remember when Seth Rollins was talking about the vision, he was like, oh, like his own site, like every time I see y'all, like his own site, like if y'all hanging around Paul Heyman, then you know,
Yeah, but think about it when
y'all gonna get your ass whooped.
but think about it when freaking Punk and Rollins was really like deep into that feud, he was like, oh, every time you turn around, he basically hit him with the Terry Crews. He hit him with the every time you close your eyes, I'ma be there. He's like, we in the shower, I'ma be there. Like he all that's all Braun did. They just reused the same shit he said to CM Punk.
I fucking love that clip. When you in the shower, I'm gonna be there. You think I'm playing? When you watching TV, I'm gonna be there. You think I'm playing? When you when you about to win the World Heavyweight Championship, I'm gonna be there. You think I'm playing?
But not like, but also real. Like that's literally what happened. Cause he literally told he said, "Punk, you'll never win this title." He's like as long as I breathe, I'm gonna make sure you don't win this title. Like damn, nigga. Like
I mean, he was doing it at first though.
he really was. That nigga said it's on sight. Even if you don't see me and I see you, it's on sight. That nigga was Drew
So
McIntyre before Drew McIntyre was Drew McIntyre. Like this was crazy.
facts. So Braun says, 'cause let's remove the pin that Fano just put on this.
Yeah, I'm sorry about
So
that.
as I was saying, no, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's what we hear, man. We're giving our opinions. So Braun was saying that every chance he gets, he's gonna be on Seth, right? He's gonna be on Seth like stink on ass.
Facts. White on rights.
So right. So then Seth music's played and they're looking at the stage, but then
Burn it down.
right, but then instead of the stage, fucking Seth freaking John Wick Rollins comes from behind wearing a fucking sweater and some sweatpants.
What's that?
He wasn't wearing a trench coat this time, and he hits Braun in the back with a chair.
Straight crackhead energy.
Right. And then he hits Logan, but in theory hits him, and then he getting jumped by the Vision, and there's a 2-on-1 assault on Seth, and here comes Street Profits.
Yo, you saw Montez? That nigga dropped that weight quick.
I mean, it's like I told you in the chat, bro. The moment Triple H found out that Montez was gonna be a dad, he said, you know what, it's a good time to bring these niggas back to work. So he said, Montez, you got 2 weeks to drop this weight. Montez said, I bet. And
I still think they should have been on SmackDown, but it's alright.
Yeah, it's crazy how they just got randomly moved from SmackDown to Raw.
Listen.
I mean, I get it because obviously Seth is gonna need the help, but like, you know, it's kind of weird.
I don't even remember. Did the Vision take out the Profits?
No, that's the thing. No, bro, the Profits has been. First of all, the Profits were a SmackDown tag team, and then second, the Profits were off TV for like months, bro. I can't remember the last time I even seen the Profits.
No, I know they were on TV. No, that's what I was asking. Did like in story wise, did the Vision take them out? Like what reason do they have to beef with them?
The funny thing is, none. Like
Bruh.
the Vision and the Profits has never crossed paths, like ever.
Maybe
But the thing
Seth
is,
Rollins paid them. That's gonna be the story.
we'll see what explanation they give. Because I remember Paul Heyman in his promo said that like the Vision are gonna lead like a tag team resurgence. So I guess the Profits want their tag team titles. I mean, I think that's the only sense you can kind of make out of it. I mean, you can also say that Seth John Wick Rollins paid them off, but you know, I guess that's the only thing that could really make sense is that since the Vision has the tag team championships and the Profits want the tag team championships, and Seth Rollins is currently beefing with Breaker. It's like, okay, your enemy is
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So I guess it's like a team up of convenience.
Yep.
Like, you know, like you're beefing with this guy. This guy that you're beefing with has these friends. They have the tag team titles. We want that, so we're gonna help you out. Because the other thing too, now that I'm thinking about it, the only people that will actually make sense and to help that will like help Seth Rollins against the Vision is literally the Usos or LA Knight. I'm about to say Kevin Owens, but it's either Usos and LA Knight. But the Usos are now back with Roman Reigns, which is something I don't want to see, but we'll get to that later. And then now LA Knight is about to start beef with Gunther, which we'll get to that later too. So the people that could have teamed with Rollins and make it make sense, they're off doing other things. So I guess it just threw the Profits in there just for the sake of throwing the Profits in.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And like I said, you know, your enemy, my enemy is my friend. So I guess we'll be seeing a 6-man tag team match between these guys eventually.
Yeah, probably.
More than likely. But the Profits come back and they take care of the Vision. They run Logan Paul and Theory out of town, and then it's up to Seth and Breaker in the ring. And Breaker tries to go for a spear, but Seth
counters into a pedigree.
No. He comes into a super kick, and he tries to go for a stomp, but Breaker dodges it and he spears Rollins. And Rollins is bleeding from the back of his head from the chair shot. Because Seth was supposed to hit him in the back, but I guess he accidentally, not even I guess, that's obvious. I mean, he accidentally hit him in the back of the head. So Ron begins to talk his shit, and he's saying that, you're a shell of what you once were, and blah, blah, blah. And then he lays out Rollins with a super spear.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
I think we're definitely getting Braun and Seth. Backlash.
Yeah, Backlash, yeah.
I mean, it could lead to SummerSlam for sure, but the first match is gonna be at Backlash. And I guess maybe in these next couple of weeks, I guess we'll have like the 6-man tag team match. We'll get Rollins and the Street Profits versus Division. Leading into
Probably.
Backlash,
And
and
then
who
watch
knows?
Bronson Reed come back.
Right, and then we can get the Profits versus Division at Backlash for the tag team titles. It can also lead to that. But we'll see. I mean, that's my predictions. That's my, thinking ahead booking.
No, facts. Yeah. I see.
So after this, we got Lord Farquhar. JD McDonough in a promo, and he says that Finn changed since he started listening to CM Punk. And he was acting like the leader. He was calling the shots. He was starting fights, and he was costing them gold. And he said that everyone asked him, "Oh, why did you do it? What was your reason to betray Finn?" And he said because it was easy. It was an easy decision to betray Finn, and he'll do it again. And tonight he will get rid of the big shadow that Finn has cast over him. He's gonna step out of the shadow. He's gonna show the world that the Finn Balor that we once knew is long gone. So now leads to this match. We got Finn looking like 2016 Finn with the trunks and facial hair.
I noticed that. I was like, oh, my man shaved.
Right, against JD McDonough. Before I get to this, I think they had like Royce Keys in the fans in the crowd. They had Trick Williams in the crowd. They wanted to shit with that trick. What else? I think I said before, they had Paige. Paige and the Bella Twins were in the crowd. Still there, Phantom?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so they had some people in the crowd along with the celebrities, which
nobody cared about.
Huh?
Nobody cared about them damn celebrities.
Bro, that should be pissing me off sometimes, bro. It's like, bro, I don't give a damn about some of these people, bro. Unless it's the second coming of Jesus, bro, I don't give a damn how fabulous being in the damn crowd. Get to the freaking wrestling, man. Get to the show, man. I hate when they do that shit, man. We got this Finn and JD match. It was cool. We got some good matches today.
Yeah, definitely so. Like I said, I just hope they keep up the momentum on Friday.
Facts. It was a cool match. Solid. Between two good wrestlers who know each other very well.
Yeah, until Dominic had to come out. I need tired of this nigga and his freaking porn star mustache.
Ron Jeremy.
Yep. Bernie Sanchez on his lip.
Facts. Because Balor, picked up the win after hitting a coup de grace, and then Don comes out to attack Balor, and then he tries to 619, but Balor clotheslines the shit out of Dom, and then he tries to go for the coup de grace on Dom, but Dom is able to escape because JD got Dom out the way. And Finn stands tall with a bloody nose or a bloody lip. After that, we got Gunther being interviewed by Jackie Redmond. And Jackie's asking Gunther, like, all the questions, like, hey, like, what's next for you? And, you got your big win against Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. And Gunther's like, I show the world that Seth Rollins can't lace my boots. And Paul Heyman owes me this big favor. And I want to be world champion again. And then, Jackie's like, hey, what about the favor? What about you and Paul Heyman this favor? And Paul and Gunther's like, hey, listen, there's no me and Paul, all right? We're not together like that. Like, we're not I'm not part of the vision or anything like that. It's just that he owes me the favor, and when I want it, I'll I'll talk to him about it. And then here comes LA Knight, and he does his little spiel, and him being LA Knight, and he wants a world title too. I mean, LA Knight's been winning the world title for the last like 7 years. He hasn't gotten it yet. And he just talks his shit and walks away, and Gunther was just flabbergasted, bro.
No, facts.
you know?
Not a complete fact. I mean, oof. Like I said, I just really hope that whatever Gunther asks of Paul Heyman isn't Brock Lesnar. That's all I hope.
I
But
hope
it's probably
not.
gonna be that.
You think so?
Because what else could he really offer him?
Here's a man who's
Hmm.
already achieved so much in his
I
young
mean,
That's
I
the
hope
career.
that's
not,
the
bro.
question.
It just wouldn't make any sense.
A young man who beat John Cena at Wrestlemania,
Oh,
putting him on
Austin
a
Theory out
very
here.
short, very
Bruh.
star-studded list. No wonder Theory is
And
as cocky as
so
he
what's
is.
next, brother?
Who wouldn't be?
Next we got Rio. We got Rhea and Io backstage, and they gotta separate again
Oh,
because Rio, it looked like Rio was crying
to
through
be real
the
with you, I
segment
don't even get why that was a big deal.
when they separated the first time.
Not even just that. Niggas just come on the show just because. So what y'all crying for?
No, I mean I understand why the segment was done and why it was like emotional and shit because obviously when they first separated, is because Rhea won the chamber and she was gonna face Jade, so she had to move to SmackDown for a bit to deal with that. Even though Io had to show up to help Rhea anyway because Jade pulled out fucking BFAB and Meechin out of fucking catering while they were watching fucking One Punch Man. And
One punch.
right, so Io had to you know show up and help out Rhea anyway. But now it's like a more serious like goodbye because it's now since Rhea's the champion, she has to go to SmackDown.
Still doesn't explain why they're complaining about it because niggas just show up on the show anyway. Cody showed up tonight and that nigga's not even on the card.
True, true. Sometimes they just do things and it don't even make any sense.
The
Listen, we'll talk
greatest
about that in the
But
WrestleMania
Filipino
stream a
ever,
lot.
the
But
greatest boyfriend ever, and of
nah,
course,
facts.
the
Um,
greatest intercontinental
but so
champion ever.
I
they go
truly
their
had
separate
no
ways. They give
idea
each other a
what
hug,
it
go their
is
separate
you and far
ways,
too many female superstars see in
and
Dirty Dom. The kid's
you
a
know,
certified
Io
scumbag.
tells
It's
Rhea,
called
okay, like you got this,
pheromones,
like you
Cole.
good,
You wouldn't
and
understand
they
anything
go their
about
separate
that.
ways, and then
Wait,
Rhea's
I don't want to
walking, and
understand or
Liv is
even
just
know
sitting in
anything
the
about
corner, just
Dominic
chilling,
Mysterio's pheromones.
probably looking at Rhea's ass too. I don't blame her.
hey, listen, I understand.
Right,
Now, this
and
man cannot let Theory get under his skin.
and
Must keep his focus here tonight.
what Liv said, I think she was like, "Oh, like I'll be seeing you around," something like that. She said, and then Rhea was like, "Yeah, like I'll be around,"
Hmm.
and she just walks away. I saw someone said that might lead to a crown jewel match.
I was just thinking that too.
Do you know the house the champion versus champion?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Might lead to that.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't put it past him.
But the thing is, like, isn't crown jewel like what in November, October?
Oh,
'Cause I know
something like
last year
that.
it took place in October. Cause it can't be November. Cause November is Survivor Series. Even though I mean, they have no problem doing two pay-per-views at the end of the same month. But
Yeah. All right, anything else, brother?
the main event,
Okay.
the Bloodline segment. So Roman's out there, and Roman's making his
The
way
Intercontinental Championship, one of the most
to
coveted
the ring,
titles in
and
all
he
of
runs into his
WWE.
cousins.
Yep.
And the three of them go out there and they're making their entrance, and then they had to cut to commercial.
Yeah, because Roman would have took 75 years to get to the ring. They didn't.
Exactly. So then they get back to the ring. They get back from commercial, and this nigga's still in the ring, and his
Facts.
music is still playing.
Plenty of battles waged for the
Factual.
Intercontinental Championship over the years between
And
legends
Roman's telling
and
the Usos
absolute
like, "Hey,
titans
like
in his presence. This
I
match
missed
could
this.
easily be
You know, when
history in
we
the
were
making.
together, and we ran this company for 4 years, and I don't need you guys to serve me,
The
but I
champion
just,
imposing their will with
I just
total
want
disregard.
y'all loyalty and y'all trust again, and shit like that."
He is
And
locked in and has
you
his
know,
opponent dead to rights.
and Roman's just like telling them like, "Hey, like, how do y'all feel about this? Like, let's be together like once again. Like, let's do what we did before.
Hmm.
Let's run this company. Let's be on the top of the mountain and whatever." And then Jimmy's like, "Yeah, like he says the catchphrase, we the two, we are the two, we the ones."
He's looking to go
And they
high
went
risk
to
from the top rope.
put the ones to the sky.
The
And then
champion
when
clearly doing
Roman's about to
whatever
do
it
it,
takes to
Jacob
retain
Fatu
the
song
title here.
plays.
Pushes
Yep.
through after two.
Honestly, I thought Jacob was gonna try to join
Be
them.
that pivotal tipping point in this match.
That's what I thought initially.
And a
Thank
series of
God.
vicious stomps. You can feel the resentment building with each stomp there.
We don't need
Dominic
that.
gets cut off. Oh, that'll
Yeah.
turn your skin red.
Foregoing any finesse now.
But
Instead,
um,
choosing to trade these heavy shots.
so Jacob is out
Oh,
there,
this
and he's
exchange
telling,
is
and Roman's
reaching
like,
its
"Hey,
capacity
like
here.
it's been a while since I've
Going
seen you,
crazy.
but I
Barely
mean, I'm assuming you're here to do one or two
still
things.
slugging away.
Are you
He's
here
Hmm.
to
defending
acknowledge
it
me?"
and
And
not
then Jacob's like,
backing.
"Hell no." And then Roman's like, "Okay, so I'm assuming you want this, you want my title." And then Jacob's like, "Listen, bro, I don't want it. I
The
need it.
challenger wriggles at the
Like I
elbow.
ain't trying to be
He's not
tribal
letting
chief, but I
fatigue
want
set
this.
in
I
or
want
get
the
the better of
power,
him.
like
Hmm.
like the stuff that you get from being tribal chief. Like that's what I want. Like I want the, the Air Jordan shoe deal, and I want the, the private jet, and I want the big mansions. I want this. I want that. Like I want to do this like for my family. Like
Oh my
I
mama.
wanna
Oh my
right,
hood.
right. Like I wanna put my family in a better situation.
Even though they in a pretty
Things have
good
been fraught
situation
between
right
these
now, but
competitors
no
for
big
weeks,
sense.
but you have to notice how tensions have risen even more
Right.
recently. Nothing
And
seems to be
then
off limits at this point, and that's not a good thing.
Roman's like, "Listen, like the thing is, like I want that for you
Broken
too.
up with a fist to the
Like
face.
like everything that you just said, I want that for you too. But the thing is, that's if you can
And he
beat
tosses
me.
it back in
If you
now.
can
We can
beat
see
me,
a
then
count
you
out
get
here.
that.
Massive
You get to put your
miscalculation on
family in
that
a better
one.
situation, everything like that. But if you can't beat me, then you will have another choice but to acknowledge me."
Looking for a submission here.
And
Into the
then
torture
Roman's
rack
like,
as he
"Listen, like
sharp
I'm not gonna
shaft to
give you
the
an answer
back
right
of the
now.
skull, and he's out
Like
of the
I'm not gonna
submission.
say it's a no or a yes, because I want you to think about it. Because I don't know if you're ready for it yet. So I want you to think about it, and
Gets slammed
I'll
down.
see you
Chokers
next
are
week,
down. To
and
retain.
then you give me the answer. And then he calls him
Oh,
little
he thought
cousin,
the champ had it.
Hmm.
Almost inhuman at
and then
this
they
point.
walk away. And the Usos are following Roman, which again just aggravates my
The
soul because I
challenger
don't want to
picking
see
up
it.
the 2 count.
How
But
is there anything left in the tank right now?
um,
Mysterio with a
but there was
midsection.
that moment where like Jacob was like staring at them, and Roman was telling Jimmy, "Hey, go
The
talk to them."
champion retains.
Hmm.
Talk to Jacob and
Here is your
you
winner,
know
and
and see
still
what he says. See
the
what you can
champion,
say to him, because I don't think he's ready for this. I don't think he's ready for this spotlight yet. And Jimmy was like, "Yeah, like I'll talk to him. Like I got it." And the show goes off
and he
the
has
air.
to be
That was
satisfied
Monday
with
Night Raw.
himself, defending the championship like he did. What a title defense for him tonight. He came in with that unshakable champion mentality.
I mean, what you gotta say about that, man?
I mean, like I said, with the main event segment, like I said, I'm kind of hyped for Jacob versus Roman. I think it's gonna be a banger. It's like, but it's kind of just like what you said. When are they gonna do this? Because it seems like they're already trying to set up Oba versus Roman at some point. So where are we fitting? Is it just gonna be? Is he just gonna be straight backlash and that's it, or is this gonna be like a long program? That's the only question I have.
I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a long program. I think it's just to give like Roman his first opponent, you
Mm.
know, like his first opponent for his championship like run, like give him his first like defense, and that's it. Like who knows? It could be a one and done because I don't.
But then that makes me wonder: does that
Something
mean
wicked
Jacob's
this
moving to
way
Raw?
comes.
I hope not, because
Because just him to just show up on Raw just to challenge Roman is kind of diabolical. But this nigga's supposed to come back next week.
right, I mean, cause the thing is, like, he still hasn't finished business. He still hasn't finished business with Cody.
Hmm.
Every member of the Wyatt Six is their own.
So I feel like they could run that. You know, they could still run that. You know, with Cody and Jacob, which I think that's the case. I think this is just like I said. I think this is just a one-time thing, like a one-off.
Well, I don't know because it looks like they're trying to do
Cause
Cody
it's
and
just that
Punk.
I don't see this going into SummerSlam when Oba has said that he wants Roman, and Gunther just said that he wants the World Championship back, and then you got LA Knight in the mix. I mean, I don't see LA Knight versus Roman at SummerSlam,
Nope.
but the point is that when it comes to a SummerSlam opponent for Roman, the world title, I could definitely see Oba or Gunther being in that match,
Yep, I could.
like either one of the two.
Yeah. What? Like we keep saying, time will tell.
Yeah, time will tell. So we'll see, but for my opinion right now, I think it's just a one-off because I don't think it will be right
But Roman
to
returned to a much different world. He went from the island of
to
relevancy to now a man
move
without an
Jacob
island.
to
From
Raw
a tribal chief
when
to a chief without a
one,
tribe.
like I said, he has
But Roman is
unfinished
dedicated to
business with
rebuilding
Cody,
everything
and then
he once
two,
had. And
if you
this
move
time,
him over to
he's got the
Raw, you're taking
WWE
away
Universe
a credible
by his side.
challenger for Cody to face.
True.
You know,
No, that's completely true.
because I mean, on SmackDown right now, who else is there like besides Randy and Drew? To
Bryce
face
Keys.
Cody. Yeah, but he's not at that level yet. He just got
Um,
there.
and Danhausen. No, I'm just kidding. Um,
You know, like I would love to see Aleister Black, but Aleister Black's not also on that level yet.
no, that's true.
So if you move Jacob over to Raw, that'll be like a huge loss for SmackDown.
I
And then
mean,
also
I mean, you
you're
could do
leaving a
Damian
story
Priest.
unfinished.
Could do Damian Priest.
I mean, they could, but right now they got him in this tag team stuff with R-Truth. I mean, I get it. Like they can do
And
both if they
this
want. Like they
man,
could,
Roman Reigns,
like they can
exudes
have
greatness.
Priest
His
face
mere presence
Cody
is pure
while he's still tag team
intimidation to
champion. Like it's
anyone else in the
possible,
locker
Yeah,
room.
they
but I
could.
don't think they'll. I mean, yeah, I
There
know they
is
could,
not
but I
an
don't think they'll
ounce
do
of
it because
fear
they just
in the
they just got him. They just have him
OTC.
focus on
But
his
there are
tag team
many
shit.
who know they simply cannot
True.
match this man's level of
I don't know, bro.
unprecedented
Like I said,
dominance in
it's
WWE.
the beginning of a new wrestling year. So let's see how they're gonna start cooking. Let's not get too much into speculation.
I mean, I just hope for the best.
Me too. But yeah, I ain't got nothing else. You got anything else?
Um, hmm, well, I mean, yeah, there is this.
What's up?
Um, Backlash. Like, I think the card for Backlash might look pretty good. Like from like based off what we got today.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe we'll see what happens on SmackDown, but like from the Raw side, I mean, we might get Liv and Stephanie in a rematch, which I hope is better than their WrestleMania match. Um, we could get Rollins and Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
We could get the tag team match between the Vision and the Street Profits. I think they said that they already plan to do Io versus Asuka at Backlash. I mean, they should have done at fucking WrestleMania, but
They should do
it's neither
tonight.
here nor
Shit.
there. Right. So I think the Backlash card is gonna be pretty solid.
That was a vicious display. You can almost see the disdain in their eyes.
Yeah, you're completely correct.
And a stomp to the gut.
But the thing is, I don't know how many matches like I don't know what they'll fit on the card because I just listed off one, two, hold on, not Gunther, Seth Brown, that's one, Liv Stephanie, that's two, Street Profits Vision, that's three, Io Asuka, that's four. Yeah, so it's like that's like 4 Raw matches, and they need to put a couple, like, at least 1 or 2 SmackDown matches there. It's just I don't know what they're gonna do because I mean, do you think Cody would get cleared by then to compete?
Ooh, it depends on the extent of his injuries.
Right, because you can't have Backlash full of like Raw matches. They gotta put a couple SmackDown matches too there. I mean, Triple H normally does 5 matches, like on the standard like PLE, like if it's not WrestleMania or SummerSlam or whatever. He's gonna do like 5 matches. I mean, I always say it wouldn't hurt him to add like 2 more,
Mm-hmm.
but he
Io
normally does
Asuka.
5. So, huh?
Io and Asuka.
Right, but I'm saying is like he normally does 5 matches, and then to have like 4 of those matches be Raw matches. What's gonna be like the SmackDown match?
Or do
I
like
mean, cause
OC
hell,
says,
I mean,
start bringing back brand specific pay per views.
that's possible. That's possible. I mean, hell, because I mean, this idea came to my head. What if they do Trick and Mello at Backlash? Have Mello beat Trick first opponent, and then have it bleed into SummerSlam somehow.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's possible. Maybe Julia could be on the show, United States Champion. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens on SmackDown
Yeah, this
this
Friday.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking, like, how is this? How would they do this Backlash card?
Like I said, let's not get into too much speculation. We got to see what's gonna happen this Friday first before we can start deciding that.
Right, 'cause I know they're definitely doing Jacob versus Roman for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely there. And the Liv and Stephanie will definitely be there, so that's 2 matches.
And then more than likely it's gonna be Cody and Randy again.
Yeah, they can do Cody and Randy again, so then that'll be 3. And then Braun and Seth 4. And then Io and Asuka 5. But like I said, they can add 2 more matches. They can do, like I said, they could do Trick versus Mello. Put that on that show. Make that a 6 match, and then for a 7th match, I guess they can do Io and Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like you said, it's early, so we'll see how.
We'll see how it all
Backlash
plays
is
out.
Right, because Backlash is on May 9th.
Yeah, we have more than enough time.
Right, let's see how it all plays out. But I mean, I just wish, man, like it wouldn't hurt Triple H to do like 7 matches.
Well, that's the thing they do is they need like 8 or 9.
No, they don't do 7 matches.
I mean, it depends on the event. Like WrestleMania Night 2, night 1 was 7 matches. Night 2
Right,
was
but
6.
that's WrestleMania. That's the biggest show of the year. So obviously he's gonna do like 7 matches. But I'm saying like for like a pay-per-view or PLD like Backlash or like Clash in Paris or Crown Jewel or whatever, those kind of pay-per-views, he always does 5 matches. And I feel like it wouldn't hurt him to add like 2 more.
Facts.
But anywho, that's it, bro. You want anything else to add? Or we good?
Nah, I'm good, brother.
All right, man, I'm good. So thank y'all.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for joining us again tonight. I know you're probably like, yo, we're Neuflight. He'll be back. Don't worry. I'm a temporary fill-in. OC went back to his favorite show, the back of his eyelids. Um,
He on season 32, episode 58.
Yo, listen, it must be getting good too. But
Yo,
shout out to
facts.
OC. You know, listen, catch us on Friday as you heard us talking about it all throughout the show. You know, let's we're gonna see how this goes because we was a little worried on WrestleMania Night 1
What?
with the creative direction of WWE for that little bit of time. We was kind of like, what the fuck is they doing? Um,
Oh, right.
so
Yeah. So,
hopefully they take the momentum and the good writing from Night 2 and keep pushing it along over these next couple weeks. But catch all of us. Well, it's supposed to be all of us, but catch all of us on this Friday stream for SmackDown.
also tomorrow we'll be doing a WrestleMania review.
Yes, you hear all of
I
us talk about it and complain about certain things. Because trust me, a lot of us are probably gonna blow a gasket.
Yeah. Me right here for sure.
Listen, you're
um,
gonna blow a gasket. I'm gonna blow a gasket talking about Jade Cargill, but we're not gonna go there. We're not tonight. Not tonight. But
yeah, like Phantom said, catch all of us tomorrow on WrestleMania review. Catch all of us on Friday. It was supposed to be all of us today, but as I said, OC
shit
got
happened.
yeah, shit happened. So it was just me and Phantom. But hopefully, if everything goes well, it'll be all of us on Friday. Covering the SmackDown after WrestleMania.
God,
And then stay.
I hope it's a good show.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too. Me too, brother. Me too. I hope so. I hope so. But also, as I said earlier, next Monday for the Raw side of the trenches, we'll be back at our regularly scheduled time, which is sometime after midnight, because I go back to work in 2 days. So, look forward to that. Me and 04, we got it. We gonna be there. And yeah, that's it.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I'm DMB Phantom, my boy E out here, and we'll catch y'all on
Yes,
the
sir.
next one. You guys have a good night.
Peace.